Listen, we always know that Coach Prime will be coming around the mountain. When he comes, the portal giveth, the portal taketh. And today, it did both. We're going to talk about it as Deion Parks cornerback commits shortly after the spring game. We assumed this portal would get a jumping, and a jumping it is. And not only that, an offensive tackle entered into the portal from the Colorado Buffs. So, a lot going out. Starting to see some come in. It's going to be busy. Roll the intro. Let's get after it, baby. Well, we just got done talking about the spring game. If you haven't checked that video out, check that out. We just posted about a couple hours ago, giving our thoughts and opinions about it. And people are already feeling like, hey, Juju Lewis didn't do his job, didn't do what I thought he would. He's 17 years old. He's been there for 3 months. You got to reset your expectations. If you're disappointed, your expectations were out of whack. Okay, comparing to Caden Salter, a fifth-year guy, he should look a little behind the eight ball, just a little bit, 3 months in. The game's a little bit faster. Everybody pumped the brakes a little bit. But I digress. Let's talk about why we're here. First off, offensive tackle Jay Gardenhire. I always make sure I want to pronounce it correctly. 6'8", 365 offensive tackle. Got there in January and is hitting the portal. These are the ones that always frustrate me. And I'll tell you this, because offensive tackle, offensive line, I've said this, right? Coach Prime's pitch is like, hey, if I bring you, more like if I'm recruiting you from high school, I believe you're going to be an impact player right away. Jordan Seaton was special. He is special. Most offensive tackles don't come in and just hit the ground running. I think Jordan Seaton could have used maybe a year. I think he went into that role and handled it very well, but he still has some areas to grow in, and it will continue to grow on. I didn't think Jay Gardenhire was Jordan Seaton. Now, we don't know the story. We don't know if he was pushed out because they've got a lot of guys coming in and they're running out of room. I don't know. But for me, with a few of the commits that came on the offensive side of the ball, on the offensive line especially, I said, look, these guys have to believe they're going to be sitting for a little bit. That's where you want to develop. That's where you want to take the time to grow things up and not have to always play and plug on the offensive line when it comes to the transfer portal. I think you can do that in other positions. Quarterback, offensive tackle, offensive line, sometimes the defensive line. You want to try to build that homegrown and build within. Now, you change offensive line coaches. That could have played a major factor into this too. You never know the whole story. But 3 months, what do you really know? What do you really know? But again, we don't know. Was it his decision? Was it pushed out? That part we'll probably never get to hear the full story of it. Maybe we will. Maybe we will. I don't know. But we're here for some good news. And the good news is that Deion Parks has committed to the Buffs, 6'1", 180, sophomore. So what's great about this commitment here is you've got 2 years of eligibility. It's not kind of a one and done type of play here. We'll talk about his numbers here in just a minute. Some people were saying they would like to see some more better cornerback and safety play. Well, here you go. Clearly that was a conversation that happened very quickly. Coach Prime was very adamant about getting aggressive in the portal quickly as well, given what he has seen over the last couple of weeks. And again, I don't think this is going to be the last time you see me in the next 48 hours. You will see me. I can confirm you will see me in the next 48 hours talking all things Buffs football. So be sure to smash the like button and subscribe. But let's talk about what Deion Parks brings to the table. He was there visiting, and we kind of talked about it when he was visiting in this portal. When somebody visits, you got to feel pretty good about it. And we're going to be, if I can get to it, I mean, there's a lot of things happening. There's still some players that are visiting, some high-profile visitors that are visiting right now that we have not spoke about. Here's his grades for the last 2 years. You see the massive jump from his freshman year to his sophomore campaign, 64.5 to 80.1, ranking him 71st overall out of cornerbacks in the defensive grade with an 80.1. And 80.1 is absolutely fantastic. Always take into consideration who they're going up against, right? That is a major factor too. So PFF, you got to take everything with a grain of salt because of the talent that they're going up against. However, 80.1 is still an exceptional grade there. Coverage grade 81.2, run defense grade 66.3. A lot of playing time, played wide cornerback 677 snaps, kick coverage 60 snaps. So played a lot of time going back to last year. You can see the total snaps there up in that blue column, 441 on passing snaps and 289 on rushing snaps. So all in all, I think a fantastic addition to this Buffs team. And again, I don't think it's going to, I know for a fact, it will not be the last. So once we get through this next week or so, adding and plugging in these guys and losing guys from the portal, we'll probably have to sit down and do a full kind of look at this team, where it's headed and where it's going. But look, I think they're in a healthy place right now. They're still in that mindset of like, hey, we're able to pick out of the counter or pick out of the, to fill our cabinets up as with what we want versus just having to fill the cabinets up like it's the first day moving in. So all in all, let me know your thoughts on this big time pickup for the Buffs. Like I said, as these continue to happen, we'll be as fast as we can to let you guys know and inform y'all and educate you on who the Buffs are bringing in as much as we possibly can with the data that we do have. So smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace and love, baby.